Powerful Content Podcast, your go-to source for content creation, strategy, and business inspiration. I'm your host, Mel Daniels, content strategist, coach, and speaker, empowering women across the globe to grow their business with powerful content that connects, nurtures, and converts. So if you're ready to create standout content that gets you noticed and remembered, or build an aligned audience who love you and are ready to buy from you, you're in the right place. I believe that content has the power to connect us all. It's up to you how you use it. Listen in for genuine and insightful chats with guests, as well as practical tools and strategies from me. It's so lovely to have you here. Let's dive into the show. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to episode 78 of the Powerful Content Podcast. I hope you're well. What's going on in your world right now? Are you launching, creating, coasting? I'm getting excited about another launch of the Content Effect coming up in a couple of months and starting to put some pieces together for a brand new offer. I really love being creative. Today's episode is all about you, my listener and my beautiful ideal client. I want to share with you today something I wrote recently as I'm writing a book, which is a slight tangent here, but it's in the editing phase. Pretty pumped about that. But as part of my writing process, I was trying to tap into your hopes, your dreams and challenges and really feel what you're feeling. So I decided to write you a letter to let you know that I see you, I understand you, and I want to help you. So that's what I'm sharing with you today. But before I do, let's just take a moment to talk about ideal clients. Knowing your ideal client is something that you usually keep internal to your business, right? You often have an avatar, or perhaps you've put together an ideal client story that you've built up over time, and it's most likely a result of your research and your experience and your connection with your ideal client as a business owner, so you can really understand who you most love to serve and why. An ideal client is really at the core of all of our marketing and sales and will really drive your content marketing from so many directions. But, and there's always a but, I always say that this business gig isn't just about them, your ideal client. It's about you too. So don't ever lose sight of that fact. So as much as I love you and I want the best for you, sometimes it's about me. My content is about me. How I show up is about me. My message has a lot to do with me, and my business model is definitely all about me. There's absolutely nothing wrong with acknowledging who you're here to serve, but also to turn up with love for yourself. So a side note here, if you're really struggling to feel a connection with the person you're here to serve, your beautiful ideal client, then make sure you go and download my free resource, the Unboring Ideal Client Avatar. And that's going to help you see your ideal client from a slightly different perspective than the usual question and answer type avatars. The link to get your copy is in the show notes. Because when you can understand the stories behind your ideal client, what they're thinking, they're feeling and doing, it can really elevate your content. Even more so if you then align this with your client journey. So you know what type of content that you can create at each of the stages of connect, subscribe, nurture, and convert of the client journey. Now, I actually have two ideal clients who are very similar, but at different stages of their business journey. One is more aligned to my one-on-one packages, and the other to my membership, The Content Effect. My book is written for the woman who is more likely to resonate with my membership as well as listen to my podcast. So that's the letter I'm sharing with you today. I decided to actually share it because I want you to know that I am here for you. I understand that it's difficult to stand out in a crowded market, especially when you're not clear on exactly what your message is or even where to start with content creation, let alone be consistent. But do you know what? You deserve success. You deserve success your way. You are a beautiful person inside and out, and I am here for you to raise you up, to help you shine, and show you that creating content doesn't have to be a hard slog, that you don't have to do hashtag all of the things, and that when you embrace your relationship building strengths, you'll experience both personal and business growth. And hopefully, you'll feel all of this and feel yourself in these words today. If you do, then reach out to me. Send me a DM on Insta. My handle is @meldbusiness. I would love to hear from you. So here goes. Dear Beck, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I haven't heard from you in a while, so I know that you must be busy with your business, the kids, and the family. I've had a few big things going on in my life too. We've just bought a new house and finally feeling settled, despite there being a few boxes yet to unpack hiding in the attic. I've also been supporting our teens with exams and other activities. I think they're finally starting to feel settled as well. I wanted to let you know that I'm here for you. I totally understand what it's like to be in business and feel the pressure of being torn in different directions. I know that you want so much more for you and your business and know that there's still so much growth to be had. We're both at the age now where our kids are growing up way too quickly, may I add, but they still need us. We've also got aging parents to start to look out for as well. It's funny how we've both been wishing for the little years to hurry up and be over with the kids, but they still need us. I constantly find myself saying, I'll be able to build my business when. I'll make more money when. It seems like when will never arrive. And how is your business going? Last time we spoke, you felt stuck, unsure of your next move, or whether you should shut up shop altogether. I know you were looking for a coach or a mentor who could help you feel motivated again and tell you exactly what you needed to do in order to start making more money, because that's something that's on everyone's mind at the moment. Living week to week, putting off the big spends, especially in business, in order to pay for the groceries that seem to be getting so much more expensive every week. I'm always lamenting at the rising cost of things. I remember that you were at the point of thinking about finding a part-time job, and I don't blame you. The roller coaster ride of clients and income really makes it hard to plan for anything. They say you should always pay yourself first, but sometimes that's impossible when you've got zero money in the bank. I want you to know that you are destined for bigger things. You have such a beautiful gift to share with the world. You're the most amazing person, and you always come from a place of service. You have such a big heart, and I love that about you. Sometimes that place of service turns into over delivery, but I know that you just love to give. Just knowing the change that you are making in the lives of other people and the ripple effect of what's possible for them and those around them puts a smile on my face. You're a gorgeous human. I know that you've tried a few mini courses and find yourself on those free resource bundle email lists where you get inundated with thousands of emails if you sign up. But there's something that's missing in your business, and it's hard to put your finger on exactly what it is. It's so hard, isn't it? When you're constantly bombarded with all the shoulds. You should be on Pinterest. You should be doing video. You should create a podcast if you want to be seen as an expert. And it's made even worse when you see other people who aren't as smart as you, may I add, grow a following and start sprouting about their six-figure businesses that they're building on laptop lifestyles. But that's not really what you want, is it? It's what you're told that you should want. That juggle between enough money to be happy and being present for loved ones is tough, especially when you're told on social media that if you're not earning 5K a month, you're less than. Speaking of which, how did your recent course launch go? That coach you were following suggested you do it, but did it work out for you? From a distance, it didn't seem like what you really wanted to do at the time. But when you're told that it's the only way to make more money, then it's easy to be convinced. It's the old make money in your sleep line. Even if it doesn't feel right, it's the easiest way to hook us in. We all want to make more money. Have you thought about your business model going forward? You're really at that place where I know that you love the one-on-one work, but they make it look so easy to build a course, pop it on Evergreen, and watch the dollars roll in. It's never happened to anyone I know without any hard work, though. And a bit of hard truth here for you, and I know that you won't mind me saying it as we're friends. Chasing the shiny objects isn't helping. It's just confusing you even more. It's kind of like when we had little babies. There were so many people and sources telling us how to raise them and what to do with them. You kind of just really need to pick one or two sources of truth, people that you can trust, and stick with that. All the podcasts, the YouTubing, the Googling, it's only filling your brain and making it more difficult to sort the helpful from the noise. It's like all of those crazy content planning systems that are out there. They are way too complicated for something that's so simple. Whilst I love a good spreadsheet for my content planning, I know that it's not everyone's cup of tea. What you really need is something that fits your style of doing and learning, a way to organize your content that makes sense to you. Being a uniquely different human, but constantly being shoved into a round hole is hard. It's tiring. It's confusing and leads you all the way back to doubting your abilities to even be in business. Not to mention that procrastinating, it's so bad for your comparison-itis tendencies. Are you still doing it? I hope not. I know from personal experience that scrolling and even following your competitors isn't healthy. It just makes you not want to create your own unique content even more. And I don't know about you, but I've noticed quite a few smile lines happening on my face lately. It really impacts how confident you feel and whether you even feel like showing your face on camera at all. It's hard being in your business in your 30s, 40s, and beyond. Although you feel like you don't want to show your face, that you have nothing to say and nothing you can do will turn this business beast around, I really know that you have it in you. You have the grit, you have the determination and desire to make more money. You just need the right support to become more confident and create content consistently in a way that feels easy for you. Something I do know is that whilst visualizations, meditations, and manifestation can help, it's not the answer. It's not the secret to doing what you love and making money from it. Being in business can be lonely as well, especially when it's just you working from home. So reach out if you want to talk, bounce an idea around, or just have a moan. I'm here for you. Talk soon. Thanks so much for listening. That's it for another week. To get more powerful content in your life, make sure you're following along on socials. My handle is @MELDBusiness. And just in case you're wondering, the groovy music for this podcast was created by Just Here on SoundCloud. I'd also be super grateful if you took a moment to rate and review this podcast so more amazing women like you can experience the power of content. And if you're like, hell Mel, stop talking, I'm ready to work with you now, here's how we can work some powerful content magic together. Firstly, come and join the Content Effect, my membership inspiring women with service-based businesses to ditch the content chaos and start creating stand-out content that gets you noticed and makes sales. You can join us by using the link in the show notes or just Google the Content Effect. The second way we can work together is via my one-on-one packages. We can create a sustainable content strategy or start to build out your client journey. It's up to you. Hop on over to meldbusinessservices.com.au/services to find out more. Until next time, have a beautiful week and embrace the power of your content.